Welcome back to the 2018 AT&T Business Summit here in Dallas. I'm Dez Blanchfield, and I have the pleasure of being joined by Chris Gardner. Hi, Chris. How are you?
Dez, I'm fantastic. Thank you for having me.
Now, you don't really need any form of introduction, so I'd like to jump into a couple of interesting things that arose when we were talking earlier off camera. You said something really astounding. You said you're going back to school. What does that actually mean?
Going back to high school, I'm speaking at 100 high schools and junior high schools all across America on the three most important decisions that I've ever made in my life, all of which I made at the student's age or younger.
Wow. Can I ask you what those three are?
Very briefly. Number one, I made the decision my children would know who their father is.
Right.
Number two, I made the decision as a young man, I was going to become world class at whatever I did with my life. And number three, I was going to be of service to my country.
I love that. That's just astounding. There was another amazing gem that came out of you while we're talking off camera that I'd like to visit on, because I think our viewers would love to hear that. And that is that you said that one of your aspirations now in life is to create the next Chris Gardner.
Oh, man.
That just blew my mind, took my breath away. What does that even mean?
It's simple. If a young man comes to me and says he wants to become a billionaire, I've got to say, I've never done that. I can't help you with that.
Damn, I was going to ask you that.
If a young woman comes to me and says, I want to become the CEO of a Fortune 500 company, I've got to say, I've never done that. I can't help you with that. But when a young person comes to me and says, I want to do something that I love, I'm committed to becoming world class at it, and I want to work for myself, to that person I can say, I've done that. I can help you with that.
Wow. Well, if you didn't take my breath away before you just did then, if you were going to impart just one, and I know it's a hard thing to do, but just one little piece of advice to people who were going to try, and they may not have you as a mentor, if they were going to just take one piece of advice that you would impart as to how do they, I guess, pursue this moment of happiness themselves, how do they become the next Chris Gardner themselves? What would that be? I know it's a hard question.
The first thing is you've got to own it.
Right.
Whatever your situation is, you've got to own it, because you can't change something until you own it. That would be my advice.
That's just astounding. And your general sense of the event over the last couple of days, what are your general thoughts on the AT&T Business Summit here in 2018 in sunny old Dallas?
Man, this is the highlight right here.
You're too kind. Thank you.
This is the highlight right here. Now, if I got this right, this is going to be shown all over Australia. Is that correct?
It's going around the globe, baby.
Around the world.
Indeed.
My man.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure catching up with you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for those insights and what you're up to. You're an inspiration, not just to me, but everybody that is just trying to get somewhere in the world and keeping it real. And talking to you off camera, you keep it real.
Thank you. I'm honored, and I will see you down under.
I look forward to that. And with that, folks, we'll wrap up. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a pleasure to catch up with Chris Gardner and hear some of the things he's been talking about. And yeah, look, own it, keep it real, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for joining us.